Well, hi guys. We thought as a team of physios that we'd put heads together and try and come up with some strengthening exercises for marathon runners. It's beginning of marathon season or training for marathon season, so we thought we'd put 5 exercises together. We came up with a list, 5 exercises that we thought were the best and most important exercises as a general rule to help you do well in your marathon.
The first exercise is going to be a bridge. We're going to do this exercise on the floor. It's targeted to strengthen the glute muscle.
So this is the bridge exercise to help strengthen the glute muscles. So Alex is going to demonstrate it here for us today. I just want you to tighten your tummy muscles, so you're just gently activating your core and then squeeze your bottom and lift it up off the floor. Now, and get into this position, try not to overarch the back. You really want to keep those buttock muscles tense and try and keep them activated, and you can hold it there for 10 seconds and then lower down. If you do that again, Alex, you can always progress this and make it a little bit more difficult by taking the arms up and put them across your chest so you're not stabilising through your shoulders. And another progression for the bridge exercise is to lift one leg off the floor and then really activate the glute of the leg that is still on the floor, hold it for a few seconds and then slowly lower.
The next exercise is a split squat, which is a strengthening exercise for our legs.
So Cal's going to demonstrate a perfect split squat for us. So his body is going up and down, directly down rather than forwards and backwards. His front knee gets to about 90 degrees and then comes back up again. His knee doesn't come too far forwards over his toes, and his stomach is nice and in and upright and core stability is on, so he looks nice and stable. You could also do this nice and slowly. So 5 seconds down, 5 seconds up. Nice and controlled, well done. And swap sides for me, Cal. If you do a bad split squat for me, so if you can lunge too far forwards and lean forwards, that's not what we want. So he's not in a lunge, he's got no core stability on, he's put lots of pressure on the front of his knee. Go back to the good one for me. Down to about 90 degrees and then up again. Good man. Just also to add, when Cal does the split squat again, we want to make sure that his knee faces forward. So go down to the bottom of the squat for me, Cal. His knee faces forward, so over his middle toe, so it's not coming inwards across here, across his body, but it's staying across, facing the same direction his foot is. Also his back foot is also facing forwards, so he's not turning out to the side.
Our third exercise is going to be a single leg squat. Again, this is quite a challenging exercise. It's going to be working on lower leg strength again. So we have Paul here going to demonstrate a single leg squat for us. The reason this exercise is important for runners is we usually spend our time on one leg. We're going to bend at the knee to about 30 degrees, okay, and then coming back up again. This is the kind of motion that we're working when we're running. So some important things to remember are that the knee doesn't fall inwards, so we want to keep nice control. So this is what we don't want to be doing. Okay, so the knee's going to come over about the middle toe again. And also we don't want the trunk control to be lost or the hip falling out or rotating. So we want to keep good trunk control there for us. Another thing we're going to do, we're going to call to turn round, okay, is we don't want the knee coming too far over the toes. So we don't want to be leaning forwards, we want to keep that weight quite neutral and central, okay, and we're sitting backwards and then up for us.
So the next exercise we're going to demonstrate is the calf raise, and Kelly here is going to demonstrate that exercise for us. So Kelly's going to come up onto your toes, perfect, and slowly descend down, letting the heels drop down towards the floor, and all the way back up. And down.
The next exercise is a standing squat, which is great for strengthening the buttock and thigh muscles. I'm going to demonstrate it here. Often it's easier if you've got your hands in front as a counterbalance, and then you're bending at the hips and the knees, as if you're going to sit down onto a chair, and then stand back up again. The important points to remember here are to keep the knee in line with the second toe, making sure that the knees don't roll in or roll out. So keeping that alignment as you perform the squat. Another couple of important points to remember whilst performing the squat is to ensure that the knees do not go beyond the toes. So Paul performs it correctly here. He should always be able to see his toes if he looks down. Come back up. Now, if we perform it incorrectly, a lot of people tend to transfer their weight far too much forwards and their knees go beyond their toes, and often the heels can lift up as well. So that we want to avoid. If we go back to doing it correctly, the other point to remind you of is to ensure that your head and body stay upright rather than bending too much, as Paul will demonstrate now.
So that's our 5 exercises for marathon runners completed. We recommend you try to perform 3 sets of each exercise and work to fatigue on each of these sets. We also advise you try to complete this 1 to 2 times a week alongside your normal running training. If you have any problems at all performing these exercises, please do not hesitate to comment below or give us an email. Thank you very much.